3, 2, 1. Hey there, folks. This is Rocky Red Panda. It is Tuesday, which means it's time for another read. And this week we're reading Bramble Loses His Brain by Dave Keane and illustrated by David Clark. So let's go ahead and check this out. Bramble Loses His Brain by Dave Keane, illustrated by Dave Clark. Carlton Books, New York. Bobby Bramble was the type of boy who never used the front door. "Bobby Anthony Bramble, get down from there," ordered his mother. "You'll fall and crack your head open like Humpty Dumpty." Bobby Bramble had ants in his pants, a thirst for adventure, and energy to spare. He liked to climb, somersault, jump, bounce, slide, swing, sprint, flip, hang upside down, and generally give gravity a run for its money. He was fast and strong and brave, but no one seemed to care about that. People only worried about his head cracking open and his brains scrambling. "It's bad enough having a little brother," grumbled Bobby's older sister Becky, "but a brainless little brother would be more than I could handle. A mind is a terrible thing to lose," said his grandfather. "You're really going to need your brain, Bobby," warned his little sister Bonnie, "because you're not very pretty." "Would everyone stop worrying about my brain?" Bobby shouted. "I'm not some kind of egghead, you know. I'm naturally hard-headed." But the very next day, while Emily Philbart, the Brambles' babysitter, was busy putting on lip gloss, Bobby's head did crack open and his brain ran off, as if it had a mind of its own. "Hello, Mr. Bramble. This is Emily." Bobby was on the garage roof pretending he was escaping from prison. There was a loose shingle, and well, it actually Bobby's brain that escaped. "Officer Ryan, this is Barbara Bramble. I'd like to file a missing brain report." "Yes, it's a runaway." "Oh, I imagine it's gray and about 7 inches tall, but apparently my son has a very quick mind because nobody got a good look at it." "Barbara, hi, it's Lorraine from down the street. Did your son finally lose his mind? I could swear I just saw it wandering around my petunias." Mr. Bramble and his briefcase burst through the front door. "Are you all right, son?" he asked Bobby breathlessly. "Snakes, fleas, ferrets, gum, apple, carrots," Bobby blurted out thoughtlessly. "Poor boy, he's got no brain to give his tongue directions," said Grandpa. "He's as dumb as an onion, Dad," said Bonnie. The neighbor buzzed with excitement when the Channel 8 Action News van pulled up in front of the Bramble home. Before long, Bobby's father announced a $20 reward for the safe return of his son's most vital organ. No questions asked. Mr. Dingle, the mailman, almost caught the runaway brain in his hat after it sprang out of Miss Finkel's mailbox. Then Mr. Lopez, an avid fisherman, nearly netted the stray but Bobby's brain managed to avoid capture with a slight trick of the mind. "I've caught it!" Miss Bagelman cried from her vegetable garden. Upon further inspection, however, her apron yielded nothing but a rather sad-looking head of butter lettuce. Bonnie hung up the wanted posters around the neighborhood. Becky tracked sightings on a map. Grandpa set out brain traps using flashcards as bait. But it was no use. It seemed as if they'd never get Bobby's central nervous system back into one piece. And Bobby would spend the rest of his days doing handstands and backflips without a thought in his head. "We need someone fast and strong and brave to help capture Bobby's brain," said Becky. "We need someone like Bobby," said Mrs. Bramble. "Maybe we just need Bobby," shouted Bonnie. "Come on, boy. Take a good whiff. Where's that brain?" hollered Mr. Bramble. "Go get it, little fella," prodded Grandpa. "Get that pesky brain." Just then Bobby was startled out of his empty-headed stare and by ear-splitting screech of skidding tires. Without looking both ways, his brain had run into the streets, just inches in front of the hook and ladder truck from Firehouse 13. Acting on gut instincts alone, Bobby shot out of the kitchen window like a cannonball, even before anyone could think to yell, "Fetch!" Bobby Bramble's body tore off like his brain with the speed of a racehorse, the footwork of a jackrabbit, and the dexterity of a circus monkey. "With moves like that, it's not too early to start thinking about playing football for the high school," proclaimed Mayor Grumble, always mindful of appearing at newsworthy community events. When Bobby's brain sprang over the hedge, Bobby sprang higher. When his brain zigged, Bobby zagged. Just steps behind. When his brain tried to outrun him, Bobby turned on the afterburners and pounced. Like a seasoned rodeo cowboy, Bobby rode his buckling brain down the street. As it jumped, it jerked and spun wildly. But it was, everyone agreed, a classic battle of brain versus brawn. But finally, sensing Bobby's exceptional balance, surprising strength, and unbuckled determination, his brain came to a full and complete stop. For 3 whole minutes, the pair remained motionless as they came to grips with the facts that they worked better as a team. Bobby's brain now understood that it would never get far in life without all the advantages that a body provided. And Bobby's body somehow sensed that a life without a brain would be a hollow one. Perhaps they were meant to be together. Without thinking, Bobby popped his brain back into his head. A curious crowd gathered to see if the Bramble boy once again had his wits about him. "Oh my! He still looked goofy," cried Bobby's mother, pushing her way through the hushed onlookers. "Say something, Bobby," whispered his father. "Don't be afraid, speak your mind." Bobby suddenly bellowed to the great relief and thunderous cheers of everyone who had witnessed the great Bramble brain scramble. "Mom, can we order pizza for dinner?" 2 days later, after Bobby tried unsuccessfully to launch himself into Miss Bagelman's swimming pool, using his backyard seesaw as a garbage can full of gravel, his brain once again tried to escape. But thanks to the football helmet that Mayor Grumble had dropped off, Bobby's Bramble brains was outsmarted, and Bobby's been one step ahead of his brain ever since. Bobby Bramble Loses His Brain by Dave Keane, illustrated by David Clark. This has been Bobby Bramble Loses His Brain by Dave Keane, illustrated by David Clark. You can purchase this book through your local bookstore, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or wherever books are sold. You can definitely check this out from your local library. But for now, this has been Rocky Red Panda here for Tuesday Reads. And next week, we're going to do some more exciting reads. But for now, I will catch you on the flip side. Keep on reading. Peace. If you like this read and other books and stuff, shows like This Week Live I do on my channel, make sure you like and subscribe. That's right, like and subscribe for more awesome videos.